re, la. If you go me, I've left E, right? That's when you get back and forth action that we don't need.
Okay.
But you keep the voice going forward by just concentrating on what you're saying. It'll do it automatically. See, the trick, singing is fun. Even the warm-up should be fun. It shouldn't be a real technical thing that is not related to the flavor of your music.
Now, there are some people who are just naturally gifted, and they can walk in a room without rehearsing, without warming up, and just blow, right? Chaka Khan, I've seen her walk in from the street into a club, and somebody said, "Hey, Chaka, come sit in," and she just walked up on the stage, Kenny, and she just blew the doors, blew the roof off. But you can't go by her, right?
No,
you can't go by
There's
people who are-
exceptions to the rule.
Right.
Chaka can do that.
Right.
Where normal female voices switch over to head voice, Patti LaBelle will dispel that idea.
Right,
She'll
right.
sing right up to the
Patti
top.
LaBelle, yeah.
I mean, there are those rare birds.
Right, but you can't use them as your
And
example.
that's not the norm with that.
So
That's
if you're
why they're
smart-
special.
If you're smart, warm up and save your voice.
That's right. And
Mi, re, la, sol.
and breathe and
Mi, re, la, sol.
keep that image of the voice traveling out and
Mi, re, la, sol.
good. One, couple more and
Mi, re, la, sol.
now you notice right here you needed more openness here. This brings us to relaxing the jaw. It swings open. This is your hinge joint right here, open and close. That's the yawn thing, right?
Right.
This is your jaw, not the chin. People think jaw, they start pulling the chin like this. A simple rule. If you open the front door too much, the back door closes.
Mi, re, la, sol.
Together, breathing.
Mi, re, la, sol.
And breathing.
Mi, re, la, sol.
And breathing.
Mi, re, la,
Now,
sol.
let's get even better results. By on your way up, singers think to go down. Mi, ra, instead of mi, ra, in the mind. See? Teaching singing, you have to talk to the person's mind. I think you've had some lessons
Yes, I have.
before. So you know you have to talk to the mind so the mind won't trip out, right? So it's almost feeling this. Mi, ra, on your top note. Try this again. Try it again.
Mi, re, la, sol. Mi, re, la, sol.
So, not bad, not bad. At least you're starting to relax here. So this is your power. This is embarrassing. Feel this fat gut. Mi, re, la, sol. See me get rid of the air? Mi, re, la, sol. I'm living here. Okay? That's what I want you to do. Sometimes people, as embarrassing that is for me, they understand it more when they feel this bellows effect. Okay? Another thing that's going to help you with range is scales. And scales even the voice. They help you with riffs and little twists and turns that musically you've heard of people like you're influenced by. So, this is a scale to learn. Mi, re, la, sol. Now, it's a lot of notes, but think simple. So all you're thinking is mi, re, la, sol, right?
Sol.
Sol. So it's kind of good though. Sol, sol. You gotta adjust the sound sometime for noise, for the noise. Try it.
Mi, re, la, sol.
Now try it again. You get used to
Okay.
it. Mi, re, la, sol. You.
Mi, re, la, sol.
Now, this is a bigger exercise to do because it uses more range. Singers always have to think of something simple so they don't be so complicated and it'll get in the throat. Don't isolate this in your mind.
Okay.
Let your ear do the work. You hear it. You're not going off pitch and everything else. So just know that your ear, re, la, sol, just that, re. Tell the voice you're going up and down like the piano. You just go out.
Re, la, sol.
Again.
Re, la, sol. Re, la, sol.
Little trick. Sometimes the voice can be muddy.
Right.
So you can put the thumbnail right at the tip of the teeth and sing right to that nail. Re, la,
sol.
without me so I can hear you. And
Re, la, sol.
take the thumb away, but imagine it there. Image.
Re, la, sol.
Good. Again. And
Re, la, sol.
again.
Re, la, sol.
Okay. And
Re, la, sol.
bravo. Very good. Very good. Now, why is that important? It's important to have the voice forward
Right.
in your mind. If you sing back in the throat, you're going to get in trouble. These are little tricks. I've actually recorded very famous singers who have a tough line to sing on the recording, and they can't get that voice forward. You really wouldn't know unless I turn away, and I'm turning away from everybody on purpose,
Right.
if that thumb is there or not. I've got it like this on purpose, unless I say a W.
Right.
So if you are in the studio and you have to record a phrase and it's stuck in your throat, this is a funny little device, sensory device, like I told you about sensation, that you can actually sing the phrase, baby you, yeah, whatever, of high phrases, you know what I mean? So you can do that, but you won't hit it on the tape.
Hey, but I wonder what I'm doing. That's all good.
Yeah, the
Don't
producers
matter.
are bugging out. But that's not the point. But you're getting a clear tone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the breathing exercises, the Mi Re La Sol stuff. The whole purpose of this is learning timing. Because it doesn't take a lot to really sing right. It's just knowing where to think when.
You bored yet? See, you thought this was gonna be easy, didn't you? Nah, see, you thought you were just gonna open your mouth and beautiful music was gonna come out. Doesn't work that way. If you wanna sing like a pro, you gotta work at it. And the harder you work, the better you get.
Dancers don't get on the dance floor until they stretch first.
Oh, that's true. They stretch for like
'Cause it's
half an
muscle.
hour, an hour.
They stretch, you got to.
You can't just walk on a basketball court.
Right. Same
without
thing.
warming up, or else you can
Football
pull
players
something.
on the field, they're out there early, they do that little stretch.
So it's the same thing.
Same thing.
You gotta warm up.
This is the hand on the breastbone. You can tap around. This is your sternum, okay? Put both hands there, but just the main thing, and let's put you here, one hand here, and let's put you there. And relax your elbows. The whole purpose of this is starting to feel the voice vibrate in the chest register naturally as you talk. Say, hi, Kenny, how are you?
Hi, Kenny, how are you?
You see that?
Yeah.
And that's even where you should speak.
Okay.
Because it's nice, it's clear, and it has a body to it. This is important to develop the middle voice register, because that's the bulk of where songs lie before they get into the stratosphere. So you want to have that. Now, these are phonetics like ah, oh, yo, that songs are written on. So words to pronounce words correctly. I had a great teacher in Austria named Dr. Burton Coffin, wrote many books, and he taught me the power of phonetics. And this really helps pop singers a lot. And the phonetics are, all those sounds that if you write a word, how to pronounce it. This is a different thing. This helps the chest register and the middle voice of a singer, which a lot of the pop songs, that's where they rest, you see? Now, I have normally both hands on, you've got to find a comfortable place we can do that. And this is so that you can, as you talk, you can feel your voice vibrating in the chest register. At the same time, you've seen many artists singing using this. Primarily one of the groups we talked about earlier.
Right.
I had them here all the time. It does look sensitive and emotive, but it also makes them not think about this in their throat. Right. Now, this is a good exercise in the morning when you first get up. it's called internal massaging. And it's low again. It goes like this. Yawo, yawo, ya. Try that.
Yawo, yawo, ya.
Now, all you're thinking about doing this exercise is thinking of feeling the vibration. You're not thinking of it as a singing exercise, okay? Yewo, ye.
Wo, ye.
Now, let me
Still
tell you.
end on ya?
Yeah?
Still end on ya?
Yeah, no. See, now let me explain these. I'm giving you a mixture of sounds. A, that you pronounce in the front of the face. Ah, which is like in the middle of your mouth. O, in the back. I'm mixing up yay or ya or whatever comes out of my crazy head.
Okay.
But what that is doing, it warms you up and it immediately helps you to understand the power of pronunciation. And I'm mixing vowels, back vowels, mid vowels, front vowels, but you're still singing a smooth melodic line.
Okay.
Which means what? Thank God we can hear what they're singing about.
Yeah, whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah.
Java,
Javo, Javo.
Yebo.
Yevo, yevo,
Now
yeah.
you're getting the noise that I'm starting to feel. Okay?
Okay.
And it doesn't cost you anything. The veins, nothing's going on in the neck. You're totally relaxed. Okay? One more, and I'm going to leave you alone with this. This is a little bit different, and don't hate me. It goes like this. Yawo, 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 ya. Now, if I had to diagram this, I'm giving you an open sound, ya. I'm giving you a closed sound, whoa, and an open sound, ya, whoa. And I fill in the spaces. Ya, whoa, ya, whoa, ya. If I had to draw that, right? Mental picture. Very important.
Okay.
Okay? What this does is train you from shouting in your voice, where you feel like just because I go high, I have to keep my throat open and blare to get to the high voice. Someplace on the way up, you have to narrow the voice down and so that it springs open. So the vocal cords, bing, you get those results. That's what this exercise does. So let's try it here. Yawo, 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 ya. Ready? Don't worry, you get it, you get it. I love it, she's got this deer in the headlights. Ready? And
Yawo, 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 ya.
and
Yawo, 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 ya.
and
Yawo, 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 ya.
yay, wo, yay.
Yewo, 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 yeah.
Almost, yay.
Yewo, 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 yeah.
Yawo, ya.
Yawo, 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 yeah.
Don't control it. Whatever the past you've had telling you where this part of the voice is, forget about it today.
Okay.
Yawo, yawo. Ready? And
Yawo, 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 yeah.
now, even though you didn't say the right word,
Yeah.
that's better because I'm gonna tell you why. You started going into head voice right here on that note. For this type of music, once you do that's too low to bring in that head.
Okay.
Okay? In choir, it works blending with other singers in high schools and things like this, right?
Yes.
But this is a different ballpark. So that's why I said stay with this and trust it. Even from this singing, these few exercises, your voice sounds clearer than the raspy guy I met when I shook his hand. I don't want to come off as a prude. Flavor in singing, I like breathy sounds. I like raspy sounds in certain instances, but it has to be done safely.
Right.
So it's not your only sound. So a good singer always warms up correctly and then adds the flavor.
In terms of taking care of your voice, right? Singers taking care of their voice.
Right.
I've seen some singers doing some pretty crazy things. You know what I mean? Like, Is it really all necessary to do all the things that these singers do with their voice? Tell me, what's the most important thing?
Well,
Taking care of your voice.
first you got to do some warm-ups, man. You make it a whole part of your regime.
Right.
So one thing that really help you get started fast is to get some cardiovascular work in there.
Oh, really?
You know, oh yeah. You got to work out at the gym. You know when you go and see.
Wait, you got to work out at the gym
Work
to
out
sing?
at the gym, do some runs, things get the blood rushing to the vocal cords. Like in athletes, you know, if you're watching TV and you see a ball player and he just got interviewed from doing the big play.
After playing the game.
Yeah, and his voice is like high. Yeah, fake to the left, fake to the right, fake to the left, fake to the right.
Right.
Then they cut, they go to the shower.
Yeah.
He's got his dark glasses, it's cool, and
Right.
his voice is
And the
down
voice
here.
goes
So you see, that adds height to your voice.
Just working out.
Just getting a good workout to get the blood rushing to the cords.
One more question. Water. Somebody told me never hand a singer a cold glass of water.
Oh, absolutely.
That's true?
Any extremes,
Right.
cold water, ice water shocks the cords temporarily.
Okay.
Or scalding hot tea.
Right.
You know, and speaking of teas,
Yeah.
herbal teas, not regular teas, they have tannic acid, which dries your throat. Remember, if you drink a cup of tea,
Yeah.
and as soon as you drink it, you
Yeah.
have that chalky feeling in your mouth.